All right, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm trying to move about here. Look, I got in, y'all, because the phone line wouldn't go well the way I wanted it to. So I got to walk around with this, y'all. For now, just for now, because I'm getting there. This is, so those who all that tuned in, yes or no, I'm maybe about 15 minutes running late because we had connection problems. This is me, Dr. Chef. Whoever's tuning in, please say hi. Um, this is my Wellness Wednesday, and yes, we had some issues there with my cell phone. It would not connect. So when I tried to connect, I couldn't. And so I said, okay, I got to start coming on YouTube instead of posting and sharing later. So this is the reason why you all haven't seen me live because of that. And so I'll just be maneuvering around as I can as time go by. And then I'll share it on Instagram because I know a lot of my Instagram followers have not been able to probably tune in because I tried to take and put it in on Instagram to give a notice, but I couldn't. And so what I'm going to do now, you guys can see, I'm going to share with you. Look at this. Shout out to Sister Cherry for sending these beautiful flowers all the way from Kelly. I had to just give her credit for that. She's been such a prayer warrior, such a sweet person, and like a mother figure, always sending me good scriptures. And so you all get a chance now, first time to see how I start off my morning. Some days I don't have a certain regimen. And so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to show you that what I wanted to do and what I did the other day was I juiced some watermelon. I just blended it. Keep it simple, you all. To this Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday with Ma, is going to be more so about the Beatitudes. And so when I get my cell, I'll be able to look it up because I don't want to miss not a word. Because I grew up all my life talking about the Beatitudes. You know, the blessed are the meek, for they shall obtain the earth. Blessed are the poor in spirit. That's where I wanted to go because I shared it, just a tad bit of it, I think about a week ago. And it was about the bees being better. And so that's what I strive to be every day as a health and wellness coach, as a holistic practitioner. This is what I have to be. Because if not, I would allow, just like most people, the cares of life to get me down. And I would stop doing what I know I've been created to do. At least one of the things. And that is making sure that I share with you all how to be well on this Wellness Wednesday. For those of you all that want to contact me for personal consultations, you can reach me at 618. I got a little glitch, y'all. I want to make sure that it's not glitching every time when I'm trying to say this number. I'm going to say it again, 618 388 8100. Did I get it? Okay. You all, and that time zone would be Central Standard Time, like right now. It is 7. I don't know what time it is where you all are at. I can try to check into my chats there because, like I said, I am getting used to this. I'm on a wide screen. And so when you get a chance to make sure you like and share, whoever's tuning in, like and share, like and share. Don't be a stranger. But if you have to be, I do understand. Sometimes it take a little time to get used to someone that's new on me doing my own live stream, at least in my case. And so therefore, what I was going to do, and I have been looking for what we call our watermelon man, because there's bees, there are vitamin B's inside of the watermelon, you all, and it can get you rejuvenated. Let me see. I'm looking now, y'all. I'm looking now. Hopefully, my daughter Naomi did not take my watermelon. As my say, Dr. Shell. I know someone like Dr. Shell. How would you be doing watermelon in the morning? Well, I like the melon because on the other day, I noticed when I ate the melon, my skin started to flourish. This is not a filter at all. My skin started to puff up. And I was like, oh man. I said, here I go. I said, what did that? I said, what did that? Because I didn't even get no, look, I didn't get much sleep that night before. You know, you guys get the little puffiness. I get the puffiness too. I normally just take a little water. You can even take a little distilled water. You see this water in here? Yes, I got them from Whole Foods. Get a little distilled water, or you can boil you some water. If you notice, I have me a quick container. Let me share with you what I have. This is a great investment, you all. Get you one of these. It cost me maybe about $20. I was so happy to get it. They run out of it and they boil water quick. And so meaning you can purify your water real fast, just for the record, with an instant water boiler, or you can go old fashioned. Nothing wrong with that. Get your nice pot, pour you some water in there, either from the faucet, and boil it for about 5 to 10 minutes. Let it cool, and then you can still use it in that manner. I was going to do my tea today because I do realize that if I don't find my watermelon, then that means that Naomi have taken it, and then this would be considered a nice, good blooper for me, an internal blooper. And so I'm looking, and I know she likes watermelon. My only other option would have been to do a mango, and so that's why I'm looking. But I didn't have a taste for mango. Oh boy. Yeah, she took my watermelon. Yes, you all look like she took my watermelon. Now that is the one thing that Miss Naomi will take, and that's my daughter, just in case you all didn't know. That's my youngest daughter, Naomi. And so I look, all my children like to do their own regimen. I wonder where they get that from. And so I allow them to. Sometimes I get in their beeswax and be like, you know what? If you've been super tired, it may be a sign that you need a little boost from the vitamin Bs. And so I took the B12 today. However, I do got good news, you all. The good news is that I connected with a company. Yes. And I am waiting for the shipment because I got to try it myself. It's cool, it's great, it's a beautiful thing that other people have seen it as something great and something that has been good for them. But I got to try it myself before I introduce it to you all. So those will be coming in this week. And so when I do, it's the perfect set that I have been waiting for, so that you guys are not bombarded with so much. Some of you all are, and that's fine as long as you got really good potent vitamins and probiotics and prebiotics and cleansers. But I seek for that is more natural, that has a more natural effect on the body. That's what I seek for. And I know some of y'all are like, that chef, you get up at 7 a.m. and dress and you actually dress up. Yes, this is easy. This is simple. It's just a whole full dress. But as you see, I got workout to do too. I still got some working out to do. I still got crunches to do. They're not there. See, so if this is Wellness Wednesday for you all, it's Wellness Wednesday for me too. Okay. And so this is what I have to do as an alternative since Naomi took my watermelon. Yeah. I know some of y'all have experienced it where your spouses or your children are taking what you wanted. And I've had that to happen to me so many times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix me some tea, y'all. And it's real simple. It's nothing extravagant because I like simplicity, but that rejuvenates. And you wonder why I'm doing the tea? I'm doing the tea because I like how it opens up my blood vessels and it gives me that energy that I need. So if I want to go on a walk, then I got that energy to go walk without having to worry about, wait a minute, am I going to get too tired? How many laps can I do? No, the tea helps to open up. It gives antioxidants throughout the bloodstream. It provides that oxygen, and it helps to detox as well. Just sipping on some. Now, I am guilty, and I know some of you all are too. Well, we'll get this big old mug. So you see my mug? This is one of my mugs right here. Yes. And I like it. It's ceramic. I learned a while back, and I did share this, that the ceramic, somebody asked the question, what is the difference, Dr. Shelf, between glass and ceramic? Why is it that we have a fixation with mugs? Well, I'm going to tell you what my fixation with mugs is that it makes the drink taste so much more smoother. And what I mean by smoother, I had to dig a little deeper. I shared it once on the live stream. I'm going to share it again because I'm sure somebody did not hear it. And that was when I looked into what's the big deal about ceramic? Why does coffee, teas, juices taste so much smoother? And of course, we like glass because glass is clear. Yeah, I got plenty of glasses. However, the ceramic has crystals, you all, inside of it's made out of clay, ancient, not tainted. And what happens is that when you pour warm things in it, it revitalizes itself. And you would think not all this would happen seeing that it's coated. Well, it does. And that is healthy for us as far as we know. And that's the reason why your drink tastes so much smoother when you put it in a mug versus a glass. And I'll even go as far as say versus copper, because I know copper is a big thing. And then, yes, a lot of us like to use the stainless steel. So yes, I have the stainless steel, but it does not taste more smoother than my ceramic cups. I don't know about you all, but that is my experience, and that is my taste buds, and all of my taste buds, as far as I know of, they work. And so that's important, you all, too, because that is your indicators of when something is potent, something is good, something is real, and something is not. It's not just your taste buds. It's not just to tell you if whether or not you like how something tastes or not. That's one aspect. That's one. But the main source is to also let you know when something is powerful that you're placing on your tongue palates. And make sure that you all are brushing your teeth, your tongue, cleansing it. If you rushed out and you couldn't make it happen, fine. Get you something like a citrus fruit. Get you a lemon or a lime, and just suck on that for maybe once or twice, and it'll cleanse all that gunk off of the tongue. It holds so many thousands of bacteria. I know y'all heard that already, but I wanted to share it to you all for myself. Now, I need to go get my cell phone. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how I do it. I simplify it for its measurement is concerned. You don't need to boil the sealed water. This is just me. I know that just means it'll be more purified, because what I'm going to put in it, since water holds everything, all the minerals and all of the health things that we put in there, and that's how I do it. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it up to the amount of tea that I want. It was just enough, y'all. This is more like a 12-ounce mug. It's not an 8 ounce. It's like a 12 ounce, pretty big. But I filled it up to about an 8 ounce. You technically shouldn't need no more than 4 to 6 ounces of tea, by the way. And if you look at how the Asians do it, they usually will probably only have 2 or 4 ounces, little bitty cups. And they sip on that throughout the day. You know how we do it. We like to do it big, and we like to do more here in America. And so that's what happens. We do more. And sometimes we overdo it. Or it's safe to say most times. So I get the pot. This is a Farberware. And I take and I pour it in. And then I just take. And it comes on, it just beeps, and within less than a second, it's on. In less than a second. And so when that's finished, I'll be deciding which tea I want. I use simple teas. I'm going to use simple teas now, because I do have some of the main herbal teas that you all would like to have, but we're going to keep it simple. And yes, I like to use sweeteners. I'll either use honey or agave, raw honey or agave. So. And a little trick for my chefing skills. I got this, you guys, at Trader Joe's. This is called Herbs and Provence, Herbs de Provence. And it has a beautiful aroma. You all can take those and get little tea bags, and you can steep these or use your tea steeper. I usually have one, but sometimes every now and then I get a little sneaker poo that comes through here. It's my other daughter. And she loves to cook too. She has some skills. Yes, she does. She got it naturally, just like I did for my mother and my father and some of my aunties and uncles. We all like to cook and make some things taste well. So I give my first credit for chefing But y'all that know me to like to do some chefing, to my mother and my father, and to my auntie, and they was always in the kitchen brewing up some masterpieces that everybody loved. And so I give credit to them for that, not to the cooking shows, not to a cooking school. But nevertheless, yes, I know that she took it. Yes, she took it, you all. She took it. And I have everything in order. But you know what? In actuality, see, here it goes right here. I found this little nice little bug. Now, this did cost me a little bit something. We have a grocery store here called Dear Birds, and it's just little nice, little cute little figurines that you would think that you would give to your grandparents. Instead, you could take and use it yourself. And it comes with a steeper, y'all. It comes with a steeper. And so when you come across these little things, then do that. Then you see these herbs. You can take a scoop of the herbs and you can place it inside of here. And when my water is almost finished boiling, I did that for you all. It takes about a minute, but I used to take it out within a half a minute because my water was already purified. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to continue to strip it. But I'm going to show you this little gadget here. And I got one from my mother-in-law. I take this and I just put it in there. And like if I wanted to take a scoop of this, of the herbs, and just place one scoop of that in there, you pour the water in there, you let it sit for about 3 to 5 minutes. That way it's cooling off, but yet it's also draining all of the good nutrients and all the life force that you need in order to get you started off in the morning time, you all. So I highly recommend this. And yes, I am a top fanatic because I don't like the thought of things flying around. They can fly in my food. That has happened before, whether it be a fruit fly, a fly, mosquitoes, all that type of stuff. And 'tis the season for that. And so I got to have cups. One thing you all learn by me, if I ever get a chance to meet you in person, note that Dr. Chef, if I have to leave a drink, it has to be covered. And I need someone watching it at all times because it's just a smart thing to do. Okay, so it is done, you all. I'm not going to use the tea steeper. This little mug says my cup of tea, and it is my cup of tea. Okay, and I'm just sharing with you all how you can easily, because I get questions asked from people that just are not used to preparing things for themselves. Either their mates to have prepared it for them, or either they're young. I get young people calling, asking questions, and you'll be surprised. Even though we have a lot of information out here and YouTube specials out here, some people will not take out the time and learn simple things like this. And so that's the reason why I'm sharing it. Okay. So I have options. So I have options. This is the brand that I like the most for those of y'all that's wondering. And I'm going to, at some point, try to check to see if I can see if you all are tuning in and making a comment, because this screen is so wide that I cannot see my comments. But please give a shout out and do share, like and share. I like the Celestial, you all. And you want to know why? No, it doesn't say organic. The reason why I like Celestial, because I can see the ingredients ASAP. For the most part, the ones that we get here. And if you guys find out something different from me, feel free to email me at Dr. Chef Health and Wellness.com at gmail.com. Dr. Chef Health and Wellness at gmail.com if you find out information before I do. See, I don't have any much pride about this. I just like, because I know things change on the regular, and that's how they trip us up, y'all. And so anyway, these ingredients, like for instance, for this ginger probiotic, which is good for cleansing the gut, cleansing the skin, detoxifying you, however, is a tad bit spicy. Those of you all who have had ginger know. You all said, Dr. Why are you using that instead of real ginger? I didn't feel like it. Look, ain't nobody got time for that. because that is the issue. A lot of times we use that as an excuse. Well, I don't have time to scrape no ginger and cut it and boil it. Well, I'm showing you the most convenient way that will still give you some great healthy results on this Wellness Wednesday. So you can use your ginger probiotic through the company called Celestial. And then I have this one called Stash. You all have seen this. This should be in all of your major chain food stores, wherever you are. Kroger's. We have Deerbirds. We have what we call Snooks. We have Aldi's. I don't think they sell this brand for those of you all who have Aldi's or something similar. Walmart does, though. Walmart sell these brands. And so I was so happy to see that they do. If I find out that they're knockoffs and that they're not original and they're not giving me that natural, good, healthy feel that I want, then I will not promote this. I will not support it at all. However, no soy, no natural flavors. So far, so good that we know of. See, I have to put that disclaimer out there because you just never know, because they can print what they want to print. They can put what they want to put. But my body, your body, is supposed to be the tester. And so let me share my number again for those who all that want consultation. Looking forward to my afternoon consultations that I have already. And so my number again that you can reach me by, it is on you all. My settings was all jacked up. And so it is 618 883 8100. And then you can email me if you want to set up for an appointment. And on that number, by the way, you actually can text me as well, and you can leave a voicemail. It's not full at all. I will be able to get it. Give me 24 to 48 hours. Sometimes I will get to it sooner. Now that I know that my settings is up and everything is running properly, it was just a different type of system that I wasn't accustomed to. And so therefore, even though I always say that I'm not super techie savvy, that doesn't mean that I don't know how to answer the phone and check to see for my voicemails and things like that. And so you can call in for a consultation. The price, donations is all I am accepting at this time. My Cash App is Cash App $, Dr. Chef, capital F, capital A, lowercase n, capital J, ORDAN Jordan. Dr. Chef FAN Jordan is my Cash App sign. And in any other way you want to try to be a blessing or give a token of love because it helps you, or because you all have been so supportive, or just want to do something nice to support, then you can call in and then we could discuss further things. Because a lot of this stuff, y'all, that's getting ready to switch over with the currency switching over, I can say that much, is going to be a heartbreaker for a lot of us that have come online and that you all have supported through the means of Cash Out, which condolences go out to the family, the two daughters that lost their fathers. Now that I could think of it, that the founder of Cash App that paid. So I do want to send condolence to him. However, I hear that there's another federal Cash App that's coming out. Yeah, you guys heard me say it. Federal Cash App that's coming out in June. Yes, it does mean that the government will be able to track all of your everything. They could do that now. However, there are those of us that would have an issue with that. So you guys get yourself together, clean that money up, get your money healthy, because as these things start to change, unfortunately, I can sense and I can tell that it's going to leave some people in trouble if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing with that money and what they call clean your money. So some of y'all need healthy money. See what I mean? Mm-hmm. So my water, I usually let it sit for a little bit because I know some of y'all, Dr. Chef, when you going to get to your tea? I let it sit for a little bit so it can cool a little bit, because I do have a thing. I want to go with the green tea this time. This is Celestial green tea, the ingredients on it. And if anybody wants to send in, I want to send something that I can trust, because I do have people that can examine food. So don't send nothing that's in the mail that's not good, because I'm onesie. I'll put on gloves and I'll do that. Don't try to get slick now. I ain't did nothing to hurt nobody. Not that I know of. And if I have, I'm quick to apologize. All right. See, this one right here, the ingredients. on this green tea. It says D. Oh, that's the other key. Decaffeinated. It's a must, you all. You all don't need that boost of caffeine if you got a sweetener, or if you're gonna squeeze a little fresh thing of tea, of lemon in it. That's your natural rejuvenator right there. Do y'all see how I did that? That's it. Oop, there you go. Stop being so extra. It's the little new saying, y'all look, y'all doing too much. And then you get frustrated when you're like, oh man, I forgot. Oh no, but no, that's too much caffeine. If you're not an athlete that got to run laps or that's put on a timer to run laps, there is no reason why y'all we gotta boost ourselves up like that and then wind up having to crash by noonday or by the early part of the evening, meaning 2, 3 o'clock, and then you're wondering why you're getting crabby because you got the caffeine up in it. It's done sucked your cells dry. It gave you the hype. It boiled up the dopamine. You run around like a chicken with your head cut off. I know because I've done it. I did it for years, especially when I was in nursing, working in them hospitals and them living centers. I'm sitting here trying to get out and have 20 patients, and they'll add more, 10 patients, and 10 patients turn into 20 patients. And then before I know it, I'm doing the whole unit. Because I had energy to do that. I wouldn't even take my breaks on most times. But now that was 20 years ago, and I volunteered off and on. Now, last time that I was able to volunteer was about 7 years ago. But then I did some in-home because it opened up the door for me to be able to teach some detoxification to certain, as they call, quote unquote, high-end clientele, meaning those who were able to afford, that was living off those pensions and living off the retirement funds. And they gotten up to the age where the one thing I love about our elders, when I work with my elders, I don't have to explain to them what herbs are at all. They get it. The first thing they say is that we used to do this when we were younger. However, with our generation, X and on down, 40 on down, or let's say 50 on down, a lot of us, unfortunately, we hit and missed it. Unfortunately, we were not introduced to eating healthy or eating fruits and vegetables and herbs, and knew that it automatically helped aid in healing the body. And so therefore, when I work with my elders 50 plus, they usually know. It's very seldom that they say that they don't know what a herb is. And so now that that's gonna cool down some, I was gonna go with my white mug because I do like the handle one, but because I want to be able to cover, since I'm on this segment, I will be going on to about 8:15. I do know that a lot of other people will be tuning in during that time. So I'm not trying to be selfish. That's why I tune in at 7, or at least I'm trying to get to that lockdown 7 time. And I appreciate y'all for y'all support. Oh wow. I am so wanting to see my comments. This screen, y'all, is so wide. I'm thinking about it again. It's so wide that I can't see my comments. And so in a minute, what I'm going to do, I'm going to find out because I know some of y'all are speaking. And if y'all want to give a shout out to what state y'all coming from, please do so. I love to because look, I got memories in different states. I got family in different states. And y'all share. I do see that y'all did. Do y'all like it? So I'm loving it. Instead of being greedy, even though it matched y'all, I got the coordination skill on. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go with my tea steeper because I can cover up my drink while I'm talking to y'all. And I just love this. Y'all gonna learn real quick that Dr. Schiff likes that. Oh, I got a little wet something on, a little water hit him. Hey, it's okay. Look, I love little gadgets and little things like this. And the beautiful flowers that I have to share with some of y'all that Sister Sherry just gave me. Let me share it again. Here they go. Look at that. She said this to me, y'all. Ain't nothing like nature. And yeah, I know we're not supposed to pull them because they got to get life, but yeah, they're going to die anyway. So before they die, we like to garnish and do all that nice stuff. So I'm going to pour this in my call. I take 1 green tea. Sometimes I do take 2 if I'm going to fill up this whole. This is an 8-ounce cup. I like little stuff like that, y'all. Y'all to see me get happy. Somebody else get happy because They got them a new car and all this other stuff, and that's great and that's beautiful. But I like the simple things in life. They help nourish my body. They help keep my mind right, because that's everything. We in what some call the hump day. No, ain't no humping here, but I will be making it through the day with the help of God. And so, you see what I did? I did that. And now I'm going to get some honey. Now you can use turbidose sugar for those who all is not allergic to anything. You can use turbidose sugar. You can. I'm coming back. Or you can use all natural pure honey. Nothing fancy. And it should only say all natural pure honey. Some people can't consume it for various reasons. They are allergic to pollen, so I don't recommend that if you notice that you get a little breakout. But just understand that honey, if it is coming from your area, meaning your city, your land, your area, the bee pollens are different in different states. So be careful when y'all are going about getting all those little fancy honeys. I know I like the jars too. I like all the little pretty stuff from time to time too. But come on now. When it comes down to what's best for you, that's grown in your area, that's not particularly the time to be extra bougie. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, because we like to decorate and have stuff. I know, because I'm the same way. But I had to, recognize that it's about what's going into my body and what's good, not the shape or the look of the bottle all the time. You can get that and you can transfer it over to something nice. But by all means, get the honey. If your body can consume raw honey, you want to make sure that you get the honey that's your local honey. It's the best honey for your body type, for your DNA. So that way you can avoid any allergic reactions from the pollens from other states and other places that your cell and your DNA is just not accustomed to, because that's all it usually really is. And because so many pesticides are being sprayed, as we know, and chemicals being sprayed, and everything that's in the air is polluting our earth and our ground, that means that when the bees get to it, then that means that they could be taking in some of the polluted that pesticides too. Unfortunately, a lot of them die off. That's why we have such a shortage of bees. Yes, if you guys notice, I still have bumblebees and jackabees that come out in the summertime here. And so when I do have to transit, move or whatever, do what I have to do, most High say the same. And that part I am going to miss. So I'm praying that I'll be able to shift into somewhere that still have nature, beautiful nature. And somebody say, won't he do it? Yes, he will. Won't he do it? And so I'm going to get a spoon. I do like using. Now I was told, but I'm gonna do a little bit more research on you all. That's what I'm saying. I don't know everything, but I am willing to learn whatever it is that I need to learn. I've heard some people say that you're not supposed to use silver spoons, but I have not gotten down to um, the facts of that. I have not heard it where that's in, but these are real silver spoons. Invest in some nice spoons, you guys. Get away from the aluminum, especially when you're dealing with hot things. The aluminum seeps into your drink, and now it's not a healthy drink because aluminum it's not visual to your eyes. And what happens, you put it into something hot and you let it set, and it seeps into the bloodstream too, causing blood clots, causing cancer after a while. And so you wonder why so many of us have or know someone in the family or friends that are passing from cancer, blood cancer, and all of these other different ailments. And a problem with aluminum that you can't see with the naked eye that's seeping from artificial spoons. Yes, I'm talking about the dollar spoons. And I know, yes, years ago when I first went, married out of the home and got settled, I did the cheap thing too. I went to the Dollar Tree and I got the silver spoons. And was like, good. Oh yeah, I found 4 spoons for $1. That's when it was $1, not $1.25 or $1.99. I was like, oh great, perfect. I got 2 sets. But I didn't know any better then. I was in my early 20s. And I had some knowledge of naturopathic things, but not as much as I needed to know. And I'm still learning up until this day. And so even though I have most definitely earned my stripes of being labeled Dr. Shelf, Felicia, and however, Dr. Shelf is going to say, look, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm still learning some things, and there's so much knowledge to consume that a lot of times we just simply forget. You just put it on the shelf. So silver spoons is okay for now, but I am Just so you know, I am going to do some research on it. Some of you guys got some information on it because you're engineers and you got all this information. Then feel free to send links, put it in the chat, and I'll go over it and we can teach on it and we can go from there. And that's how I'm going to build my channel in that order. All right, so I get 1 tablespoon, and if I wasn't on this live stream, I told y'all I'm always gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I might wind up getting an extra scoop, but we don't need all that. I am training myself not to be such a sweet head. You are what you eat. I can get some more mental clarity without being hyper, being all over the place when I stick to just 1 spoon. Some people say 1 teaspoon. I say the devil is a lie. I can't do no 1 teaspoon. I ain't got there yet, y'all. Sometimes I will when I'm feeling super duper healthy. But if it's natural and it's good for my system, then why I just got to just do a little teaspoon? No, I'm doing a whole tablespoon. Yeah, I am. And my apologies and forgive me for anybody that feel like they say, oh, I can't do honey. Well, you got agave, you got date sugar, you got organic turbidose sugar. You can do 1 or 2 scoops of that. And that's serious, y'all, because I was a sugar addict, just like most of us was. I was a sugar addict. I come from a baking family. I just told you my mother and them were excellent chefs and cooks. And I'm sitting up here. Okay, now that should tell y'all. This thing is so worth it for about $20. And it stayed hot for a long time. Watch the heat. I know y'all gonna be able to see that heat come from that. Look at that. Look at that. Can you see that heat? Now, did y'all see how I let that sit for about 10 minutes and it still stayed hot? Because it's in the stainless steel. And so I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. And yes, and I did have other honey there, but I wanted the thicker raw honey this time. And then what I normally do is I take me a little lemon and I slice it because I love the taste of lemon. I love how it alkalines and cleanses the system with the green tea. It's the yeah, it's the Yeah, I said it. It's the Yeah, I gotta love it. And I even get my little gadgets. I like gadgets, y'all. I like gadgets. So y'all done seen this in the grocery store. And now and then, this is how I treat myself. And I think it's 1 in here, y'all, that my daughter put in here. Yeah, it's 1 in here, but the juice is all gone. It's 1 in here. I like them. Oh, that smells good. I think I can use that. So I'm gonna have to cut this one, y'all. That's gonna still some good. So since I believe that she's the culprit that took my watermelon, I was gonna blend up that. I wasn't gonna juice that watermelon. I was just gonna put it in the blender for about, the blender said on the smoothie section. And I was gonna use the whole little paint of watermelon, and I was gonna juice it and drink that. Oh y'all, it revives your whole soul. And so these are the real organic lemons with seeds in it, y'all. Here you go. I got real seeds in here. Real seeds. Real seeds. Aim for those, please. And I just take it. I make it simple. I don't put the oil. I just take it and I just squeeze it. And that's it. And that's how we do it, y'all. It's just that simple. Nothing extravagant. Not that tall. And I put it back in my little thing. I keep it for about 3 days, about 3 or 4 days. Because it's citric acid, you all. And this is how I keep the stomach a little flat for my size and my height. And say, oh yeah, Dr. Shelby, you still in your BMI? Yeah, BMI. Y'all, I'm gonna get to the Beatitudes in a minute, but I gotta get my phone. So stay tuned, share, like, let everybody know I'm here. I'm finna get my phone so I can look up some little simple little stuff for you. It's only gonna take a second. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, yep, that's still in me, y'all. Yep. Those are my prayer warriors going on. Yep, y'all can pray for me. but it's because I'm happy. I'm happy because I'm alive. I'm happy because I'm not sitting over somewhere stressed out to the max. And I got some things that I could choose to stress about. I can promise you that. So ain't nobody gonna lie to you today. We're not gonna do that today. We're not gonna do it tomorrow and any other day. So help me God. Um, but I'm happy because I was able to get into this and I was ready and ready to go because it's necessary. Thank you all, my sister Queens and my brother Kings, for y'all support and your encouragement. You always gonna hear me say that because that's important to show appreciation. Because this time was a challenging time, and I've been saying that, and I am gonna write a book about it. I know I am because I know it's gonna help somebody. And so, how you can be better on this Wellness Wednesday with having that B attitude. And I ain't talking about the other attitude. Yeah, I know about that. I'm not talking about the other B attitude. And so, here goes. This is ancient. And I was told I don't have it in a foreign language, but I can interpret that before that 8 o'clock mark come. And what we're going to do is we're going to focus on this while my tea is still seeping and I'm still marinating. And I look forward to sharing it. Yes, y'all, this is leading to the cooking show. I'm going to try to, I'm going to make up some stuff. Now that I know that I can get in on here, y'all. Yeah. I'll put in there the Beatitudes and see what it give it to me. The Beatitudes. And they gave me some more other stuff, y'all. Okay. Now, the Beatitudes, it is radically bold statement of Yeshua. Some call him Jesus in English. It says, intended to establish the kingdom of heaven. So I believe the kingdom of heaven is here down on earth, which will bring true peace and freedom for all who dare to follow him or to live a more Christ-like life. And that just means I take that to mean to be a really good human being. That's what one that focuses on doing good on the earth, in the right spirit, right energy, with the right mindset. And so that's how I would like to interpret that and that is my understanding. Because we got so much out here today, y'all. And I'm just not for confusion because I do believe that the author of confusion is negative forces that come to challenge those who have more positive energies and spirits about them. And I know because I've lived it. And so therefore, when it went in for the Beatitudes is for what I'm saying that I like to correlate to and compare to it just hit me this morning, that the Beatitudes that I was looking at was when I thought about blessed are the poor in spirit is what the English King James version states. And I was thinking, I said, okay, the poor in spirit, the poor in spirit. I would think about how when it was interpreted to us, we thought about people that were poor. And many people poor. Unfortunately, it wasn't broken down to us to make us understand those who have been discouraged, those who the last which shall be the first in on one day. It didn't break it down to us in that manner. And so therefore I interpret the poor in spirit of those who have gone through a lot of tests, a lot of trials that came to sadden them, that came to bring them down. But it says that they shall see the kingdom of heaven. They shall see good times. They shall be set free. They were captive, but now they've been set free. And so I had it where I was able to pull it up real good. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to try some of this tea, y'all. And here we go. I got it. It says, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they who mourn, for they shall be comforted. I know about the mourning part, y'all. Y'all know the transition of my beautiful daughter, my firstborn, Najee. And I have been comforted in many different ways. All praises be to the Most High God, my Father, which art in heaven. And I'm like, and sometimes it still hit me, but I get blessed because there's comforting words that constantly come to me to remind me that she was loaned to me, and that and to focus on the good times that I had with my daughter. 24 years is, it's not a long time, but it is enough time to have a deep impact on a person's life when you get a chance to see them every day of their life. It says, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." Actually, thinking back, this past year was the first time that I had to go without seeing my daughter for a week. It was the first time, and that's how I kind of knew too that the time was getting nigh. It says, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." Some of you all have heard this, but I like to share because this is what's on my spirit, on my heart to share. And the meek is those who are humble, and yeah, that could be challenged by those who are not, but when you practice that, you can get better. Remember, these are the Beatitudes. You can get better. And so the next one is, "Blessed are they that hunger and thirst for righteousness." Notice it said hunger and thirst. Now that's some thirstiness right there. Maybe we'll say that for tomorrow for Thirsty Thursday. But that thirst after of it. "For they shall be," here go that word, "sanctified, satisfied, set apart," meaning they shall be satisfied. Because I've I've been challenged, just like some of you all have been, to literally have that mindset to want to do what's right, even though wrong is right in the midst of you, even though you've been tempted to do something that's not right. And I've always thirsted and hungered after, okay, Father, what's the right thing for me to do? And I can rest my mind if I'm not thinking of what is a better way to do something. How can I make something right? How can I do better the next day? And that's how I take that writing in that scripture. It says, "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy." That is very true. I have lived a life where I did believe in mercy, and sometimes you could tell the people that need it. I had so many people saying, "You girl, you need to you better," and I'm like, no, because there's times in my life when I needed mercy, and no, I wasn't one to torment or torture people or to deliberately try to do something. I would have had to have information that was provided to me that made me think that a person needed to be, addressed. But nevertheless, I still have mercy in my heart. And I can promise you, yes, God has had some mercy on me in my life. Anytime that I was confused about something or misled about something or just didn't, channel something, didn't think about something in the right way. When my turn came for me to be understood, there were times, many times, that I could tell that because I had mercy on others, that mercy was given to me. And so you guys keep that in mind, because we know we got those people out there that like to try us. Oh, okay. And so we have right here, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." That one, I don't know about y'all, but that one always stood out to me because I'm thinking, wow, if your heart is pure, then you get a chance to see your creator. You get a chance, really? And so I've always yearned for that, to have a pure heart, even in the midst of trying times. Even now, with the tests that I go through, I still ask God, "Lord, help me have a pure heart. Help me to, whatever is not right, make it right. You know, Send me the knowledge, give me the knowledge so that I can have a pure thought, heart, thought, mind." All the notice, all that goes together. Even when you're eating healthy, I'm drinking this green tea with fresh squares lemon in it, with a little bit of honey in it, and as I drink it, it's nourishing to my whole soul because I thought to drink it, and that thought penetrated throughout the rest of my body to help heal the rest of my organs. That's the same as this, or whatever's in the heart. when you're eating healthy, it's supposed to be able to have a healing effect on the entire body, just like your thoughts are supposed to have a supposed to come from a pure place. So that's what I think about when I think about blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. And that is, there must be a very honorable thing, you all. And that's the reason why it's important not to be wicked. That's the reason why it's important not to be vindictive. That's the reason why it's important not to be narcissistic and think that it's okay. That's the reason why it's important not to be one that like to lie all the time. That's the reason why it's important, because that shows that you're not pure in heart. And so we got to work on that, y'all. Let's work on that on this Wellness Wednesday. That's part of being well, and I call that's part of being well in the mind and in the whole soul. And we have the next one. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Mm. Peacemakers shall be called the children of God. And some say, and of course, I learned that later on, that yeah, sometimes war, you have to have war in order to make peace. Because some people, and that's with the opposite, that likes to come up against you when you're trying to get peace. Sometimes you do have to fight in order to get your peace. And it took me a minute to get to gather that. And but I decided to go ahead and do it only when necessary, to fight for the peace. But notice it says, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God, meaning you're fighting for the right things, not something that's unrighteous, something that's good, something that's good on the earth. If you're fighting for the rights for us to be able to eat better food, you're fighting for the rights of life to be preserved, you're fighting for the rights for laws to be made in this land that are good for humanity, then that right there will have you being labeled and called the children of God. And then the last one is, blessed are they who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. I associate that with having peace also here on earth as well, because when you are persecuted, and here it is, you're persecuted for wanting to do the right thing. You're persecuted for wanting to get things right, whether that be your body, whether it be your relationships, whether that be learning the right thing to do while you're here on this earth. When you're persecuted for that, then that means that also for those you all that believe, that you shall inherit the kingdom of heaven. And so those are my beatitudes for today, along with the vitamin B's that's coming in the mail that I want to share with you all, because it helps to restore your DNA. But more importantly, it helps to restore your mind and rejuvenate your spirit. And so my time, y'all, is up. I promise I'm going to look in the chat and see who all have joined in with me on Wellness Wednesday with Dr. Chef. Don't forget that you all can call in for one-on-one consultations. I have so much good knowledge to share with you all. I look forward to hearing from you all. Remember, a number that could be reached by is 618-388 8100. And for those of you all who missed in there, you can go ahead and still tune in to the 314-705-6264 number for now. And my time frame that you can reach me at is between 7 a.m. Central Standard Time until 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. And on occasions, I might make an exceptions for special urgent matters on the weekend. Just call in, text in, and we can chat from there. And until next time, you all enjoy your Wednesday and have a Wellness Wednesday on purpose. Until we meet again for Fruitful Friday at 7 a.m. right here on this channel, on this station. I love you all and have a blessed and healthy day. Bye-bye.